It starts on my first day at Cornell, leaving home, we get lost, all these things happen. But, and right in the beginning, there are all these dorm meetings and such, and it's kind of like, why are they making us, telling us about all these rules? And most of us remember that at that time, women had to be in by like 11 o'clock at night on the weeknights, 12 o'clock on Friday night, and 1 in the morning on Saturday, I think. And so like it's some
late minutes.
Sorry?
You get late minutes.
You got late minutes?
Yeah.
My roommate, Jerry, as we will call her, she made me change her name, but she almost got thrown out of school for that. And she actually ended up figuring out that if she just didn't come back, she didn't sign in.
Right.
She didn't sign out, and then she didn't sign in, so she would come back after breakfast, and nobody
You could
noticed.
just come in Dixon 5 and go out Dixon 6, and the guy there would think you were an upperclasswoman.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, that's what I
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So I just this after the first day of all these rules and everything, I have a roommate. They've overbooked in the arts college, and so in Dixon 6 there were suites where there were 4 people in 3 rooms, so we had bunk beds. So at 11:30, Darlene, that's my roommate, Darlene and I are lying in our bunks with the lights out. I'm thinking, so this is it. This is what I've been waiting for, worrying about. I'm wondering when the intellectual discussions will start. It took a long time to start, really. When I'll get to talk about important issues, make real friends, and then bam, bam, bam. There's a loud knocking on the door, and somebody barges in. I lean out my bunk toward the door, and in the dim light, reflected from the hallway, I see Melinda and a dark-haired girl just behind her, who is carrying a guitar. They walk to the middle of the room so we can see them from our beds. This is Bonnie, Melinda says, and she's totally brilliant. I mean, she can remember her locker combination from the 5th grade. Bonnie starts madly strumming the guitar, and they sing a song with a chorus that goes, and one reason I'm going to try and sing this a little bit is if anyone can tell me what that tune is, I would be very glad to know. So far, no one's got it. This goes, if you're gonna eat crackers in bed, babe, you're gonna have to sleep with crumbs. Nobody? I think so. I'm shocked at the words, but I have to admit they are funny. And after a few refrains, Melinda says, look, we're juniors. This is our first night out without a curfew, and Bonnie wants to go out. So they turn and walk out as abruptly as they walked in, the wooden door banging shut behind them. Later, we will learn that Bonnie's a Menson, and what that means, a nymphomaniac, and what that means, and that she wears rubber falsies on her middle toes, and that just means her shoes won't fit without them. There'll be Toybus Day when Bonnie, Melinda, and Jerry exchange bad gifts, and the day when Melinda, who's dating a tall, dark, athletic-looking guy, tells me she is a virgin. And Jess will say, are you kidding me with that hunk? He was quite the hunk. So within the week, Darlene and Jill will become fast friends. Within a month, Bonnie will teach Jerry how to sneak out at night. By Christmas time, Lana will crack up and be gone. In the spring, there will be demonstrations, a near riot, draft card burnings, and a terrible fire. As time goes on, everyone on campus will be affected by drugs and sex and racial violence. We will be asked again and again to confront the tragedies of racism, famine, and war. But for now, it's 1966. I'm 17, and it's my first night at college. The bunk bed below me starts to shake. Darlene is giggling, and I realize that I'm no longer weeping. Oh, I forgot to say, I cried the entire trip. In fact, after that performance by Bonnie and Melinda, I just can't help myself. I start to laugh out loud. So that's kind of that's part of the opening of the book. So it starts out unusual, actually, because who would think? I don't know if anybody else had a corridor like that, but we had. It was interesting. It was an education, just being with the people on that corridor.